Last time, on Evil Lemmy. Alem was about to get assassinated. I mean, he does get assassinated, and the little devil saves him. Then he brings him back to life, and then Lamb kills everyone. Then he meets a guy called Ratu. He's just an old rat, so he goes to kill more people. Then you find a random animal and send him to the Shadow Realm. Sorry. Then he goes to his cult headquarters and converts him. A few suspicious moments later, we get here. So let's let Caleb explain why he's doing this. One of the reasons I hopped back on this game was to get on the event, because that ends in a few days. But right now we need to go collect some of this white stuff. Anyways, next we get the temple. Basically, it lets us do sermons, rituals, and lets us collect doctrines. You also gain upgrades from doing them. Fever. A short and quick version of Fever is you get Fever from killing enemies and it fuels up your super attack, aka a curse. Things we got in this one were a stone flag, a cult member, and then I died. But we don't talk about it. And then I named my new clan member Donkey. 3 exclamation marks. This run, I got a candle on a stone. And a new follower. Then I also met this guy. He's pretty key. Then I died. After that, I upgraded my weapons and went to sleep to get ready for day 2. Nothing happened on this day. I just rested. But you may be wondering, 5 days? Well, viewer, this whole video was recorded between November 4th to November 9th. The event ends at November 10th, 11:58 a.m. I would be at school by then, so I only have 5 days to do this. So let's move on to day 2. Thought I was gonna scream, didn't you? Well, I am. First thing I get are farm plots, then I get my first ritual, the bonfire ritual. Anyways, it's time for the runs. First I got a skull necklace, and what? Who is this? This ain't Ratoon, he's giving me a challenge? What the f? Then I got a follower. I also died, and this Sasibaka, this red Sasibaka here, has been doing sucky things and revolting. Oh yeah, and I named my cult Martian, because I'm a Martian. I got off a little after that. Then I got back on and got this message. This message, the blood moon ritual message. So then I went to go check my rituals and it was... Wait, what? 40 pumpkins? I didn't even know there's pumpkins in this game. And this video says I need to get to the second world? Ugh, fine. I guess that's our goal. Get pumpkins and activate the ritual. Anyways, I got farming bundle and a core and then a curse and then horde. Then I went to run 2. This run, I got a flower arc and a follower, then I died. First things first, I get a new thing. Body pit. Next I got to red 2 and... Wait a second. This guy's name is spelled Ratau. So the other guy's name is spelled Ratu. So I was being mean to that other guy earlier on accident. Ratau gives me a gift to give to one of my followers and challenged me to this game called Knucklebone. I went easily into my Pokemon, tarot cards. I return home, upgrade my cult to Cult 2, which allows me to get more upgrades. To end off the day, I get Lumberyard, which allows me to help my followers chop down wood. I do mostly nothing at the beginning, so I just go to the runs. First, I meet this guy called Kudai, and he offers me to give me an upgraded weapon. Next, I go fight the boss, and I die. Well, let's move on.
I get to declare doctrine, which is basically an upgrade that buffs certain things and nerfs other things. And also, I get the Might of the Devout One and offering statue. Anyways, back to the runs.
I get a new follower, then of course I die. When I got back to base, I got Scarecrow and Vampiric weapons. First, I gain a follower and acquire a gold floor, and I finally make it back to the boss and beat him. After that intense fight, I get his follower and I open the door a little bit more. After, the devil gives me the ability to read minds. I finish off the day with getting prison, and I move on to day 4. When I come back, I find out I can open the door to the next world. So my followers end up helping me, and I save it for a later time. So I move on to run 1. I get a follower, then I die. Back at base, I get shelter, Devourer of Righteous 1, then I move to run 2. Before I went into the door, this spider called Hilab kidnapped one of my followers, and he charged me 50 coins? I'm not buying him! I still bought him though. Anyways, I go to the new world and get a follower and meet this red guy. He's basically that green guy from earlier, but just more cool. Then Untitled 2000 is on the Ninja Kiwi archive. What I meant to say is, I die! I go back home and get Hearts of the Faithful too. I also declare a doctrine, which basically makes my followers love animal sacrifice even more. Who's editing me here? I forgot to mention that I got stone mine. Anyways, back to run 3. First I get brick flooring, then I try and beat the final boss. I got a follower and pumpkins. Oh wait, a scroll! I open the door a little bit more, and then the devil gives me a doctrine. Back at home, I get a curse of the cultists and tabernacle. Or tabernacle. I don't know honestly. I begin this run with getting Reef and a follower. And oh my god, it's red 2. I just wanted to say sorry for earlier. I don't need help, so goodbye. Then I go fight the boss, and I win. Just too easy, bro. I get the Heretic's follower and gold. Then the devil gives me a chest for tribute. I get new doctrine, which basically lets me marry one of my followers. Then I get necromantic weapons and move on to the next run. Before I start, I get missionary, and then I move on to the next run. I found this mushroom guy and he invites me to his house. Next, I beat the boss and get a scroll. First I get a doctrine, then I move on to the run. I get forest flooring and I meet this fisherman called Fisherman. And this guy also doxes himself. Anyways, I get the moon necklace and come back to the final boss, and I have to beat him. And I do! I get a trophy for my accomplishment, and the cult cheers me back when I get home. Anyways, I get the refinery and I might have the devout too, and I declare a new doctrine, and I move on to the next run. The forest is now freed from the heretics, and this spider thing offers to give me one of my followers more loyalty to me. That Potato 2000 is on the Ninja Kiwi archive. I get a new doctrine, and I end off the day. First, I get demonic summoning circled, and I move on to run 1. I get a follower, then I die. I get cheaper rituals and zealous weapons. Run 2 is activated now. I get flame flooring and a follower. I beat the boss and get his follower. That rhymed. I leave and get a doctrine and shrine flame bundle. That did not rhyme. Then, it ends. Somehow I managed to lose 2 hours of video by corruption. And when my footage comes back on, I have pumpkins. But wait, where's the ritual? It's still November 9th. So then I took to Reddit and I posted for the first time on Reddit. And I didn't get a response back. And I felt hopeless. Until I took to my settings date and time, and I changed it to November 1st. This was the moment of truth. I had a heart attack, and I activated and collected every single item. If I have learned anything from this, is that even through the losses, there will always be a way out. And also that I suck at making videos sometimes.